Welcome back, Scary Dolls.
Hello.
Welcome to the crazy episode. I'm Mandy.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Caro.
And you're listening to Scary Not Scary Podcast live. And in case y'all don't know, this episode is Ashley's birthday episode because tomorrow's her birthday. So,
Yay! Happy
early birthday, Ashley.
For us, don't ask me how old I am. I'm not.
Happy 30th.
Wow.
Just kidding. Yay.
No. Yeah.
This is a party episode, y'all.
She's 22. No, she's barely 20. She's not even legal.
Yeah.
She's not legal to drink. She's drinking.
Yeah, I'm turning 20.
Wow. You can't say that because in one of the episodes you got really drunk because you were scared.
I'm 21. I'm turning 22. 22.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We're gonna say that from now on. I'm always 22 years old.
I'll be 20. I'll just stay 25 for the rest of my life. I'm okay with that. And do you want to tell everybody the topic you picked for today's episode?
Ghost pet stories.
Yay!
I thought we could do something like about our pets and stuff. Not our pets, but you know what I mean.
Pets in general.
Pets in general. Because everybody loves pets.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even like ghost stories of pets, they're not really scary. They're kind of like, oh,
yeah, for sure.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I tried looking for some scary story. I couldn't really find any, so you lucked out.
Yeah, I mean, there was one that was kind of scary but it wasn't really scary as in paranormal. It was just scary because like the dog was big. But that's about it.
A dog.
I'll tell that story.
And it's your birthday.
Yep. I got a birthday cake today, actually.
Did you really? What kind of cake is it?
It's a chocolate cake. Nick's mom surprised me and he left and he was like, oh, I gotta go pick up something from my mom's. I was like, okay. And he comes back with a cake and she made me a birthday cake. I was like, oh,
that's nice of her. Oh, and I want some ice cream cake. That's what I want.
Oh, ice cream cakes are good.
I want a cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah.
I've been wanting a cheeseburger, but Tim will not go and get a cheeseburger for me.
Well, yeah, he's scared.
I want a cheeseburger. Tim.
He sent a clap.
Tim, just go get cheeseburgers. You will be fine.
What mean?
Just sanitize the burgers. I'll still eat them. I'm just kidding.
Throw it in bleach.
So how's everybody's Sunday today?
I've been super lazy. I haven't really done much except wash the dishes and that's it.
Y'all, this quarantine's got me all messed up. I don't know the day. I don't know the time. I'm like, oh my God, it's Sunday. I have to record. And I was like, I have to pick up my grandma. I had to pick her up from somewhere far.
Well, I was out last night by 9:00 by accident. I had a small headache and I don't have any more Excedrin. So I was like, let me go ahead and take some Tylenol. So I took 2 Tylenols and then I started feeling sleepy. Why am I feeling so? Oh God. And I went back to the cabinet and I checked and I took Tylenol PM.
Dang.
I was out. I was out.
You took 2?
I took 2 Tylenol PMs by accident.
Oh my God. I almost did that the other day, but it was like at 10 o'clock in the morning and I was working. I was like, ooh, that would have been bad.
Well, I'm glad that it happened while I was here at home versus like me like putting like the pills and like my little pill thingy that I have to take to work like when I get headaches. Because imagine me at work taking Tylenol PM, I'm all falling asleep at my desk.
Oh no.
No, that's not going to work. Lesson learned. I need to have the bottle separated.
Y'all, it's a lazy day. I feel so lazy. Lazy.
Oh, I could tell you about my dream that I had last night or this morning.
What?
I think it was this morning. It was weird. It might have been the Tylenol PM still in my system. So Sabrina woke up at like 5:00 this morning, and she was just like super cranky. She was actually cranky this morning when she woke up. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and take her a bath. So I took her a bath. She finally got sleepy. She fell asleep. Tim moved her to the bed, and then I heard him getting ready for work, and then I was out. Well, then I heard the TV in the living room turn on, and I was like, oh, he's probably like watching TV or something. And then I heard like the door handle wiggling. And I was like, that's weird. And I'm trying to open up my eyes and I can't. Like my eyes are all heavy. And then like when I do have my eyes open, they're all like, it's all blurry and stuff. So then suddenly I hear like noise in my closet and I'm like, what is that? So then I look in my closet and then I just like see stuff moving around in my closet and I'm thinking Tim's still home. Well, something flies out from my closet and then I'm trying to pray, but like my prayers aren't coming out of my mouth. And then that's when in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm dreaming. This is like a weird, like sleep paralysis state feeling that I'm having. So for some reason, I kept like putting my hands like over Sabrina, like trying to protect her, but I didn't know why. And then I woke up screaming, no, Grandma.
What?
And that's what woke me up. It was weird. It was a weird dream. I think it was a Tylenol PM.
Yeah, probably. What does your grandma have to do with it?
I don't know. I've been honestly, like, I had a really bad dream about my grandparents the night prior. I had a dream. Yes, I called her. Yeah, they're okay, but it's because like they live out like in the country by themselves. So like I'm always worried about them. But I had a dream that a homeless guy went and robbed them and stuff. So I called them like to make sure they were okay. But I think it's just like my subconscious, like I'm worried about them because they're so far away from us. So that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. I would be too.
But it
My
felt
grandma
so
lives
real.
right
Like,
here.
it felt real. It was weird.
I hate those dreams.
And like something odd happened and I was like, oh, okay, I'm dreaming. This isn't real. But it was so crazy because like I saw Sabrina sleeping in her crib. Like it was, yeah, it didn't feel like a dream. It felt like real life.
Don't you
That's
hate
creepy.
those? Don't you hate those dreams where you're like, when you wake up, you're still shocked.
Like you can't
Think
shake
you're
it off.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I'm glad it was a dream.
Did I ever tell y'all the story when I was driving to work and like the black birds hit my car?
No.
What? No.
Yeah. And so I was driving to work and so I work in the medical center. So those of you who live in San Antonio know the medical center. There's a street called Floyd Curl. So there's a light right on Floyd Curl and Medical. So I was at that stoplight and I remember seeing a lady and she was like strolling through traffic like nothing. And I'm like, what the hell? Like this crazy lady is like walking through traffic, but nobody's acknowledging her. So I'm just staring at her. I'm like, what the heck? Like, what is she doing? Like she's probably like strung out on drugs or something. So she's like walking and I see her like get by like the sidewalk and she's just kind of like swerving through traffic like nothing, nobody's acknowledging her. And I'm like, oh shoot, maybe like she's not real, maybe I'm just like watching a spirit or something, right? So and then I see that the light's gonna turn. I see the other light turning yellow. So I'm like, okay, my light's gonna turn green in a little bit. So I'm looking straight ahead, and at this point, she's walking behind my car across the street, going towards University Hospital. And then I see this blackbird come flying down, and I hear it like crash like right on top of my truck, and I'm like, what the heck? And then I start driving forward and I see another bird come flying and then it literally like hit my car. And I look in my rearview mirror and I see the bird rolling. And then the lady stops in the middle of the street. She looks down at the bird. She looks up at me and we make like straight eye contact through my rearview mirror.
Ew.
Super creepy. So I was like, what? But like I kept driving straight. That's what distracted me is I had to pay attention where I was going. So I kept driving straight. Well, then I looked back up in my rearview mirror and she was gone.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Yeah. So you know me, I'm like, I got to figure out what this means. Well, I looked up what like black birds means and they said that it's like a good omen.
Mm-hmm.
So
How the hell is that a good omen?
I don't know, but it said it's a good omen.
Well, that's good.
When blackbirds, like when you come across blackbirds and if they hit your car, it's supposed to be a good omen. I was like, well, what if a blackbird hit my car and I saw a spirit? Like, what does that mean?
I don't think there's enough Google searches for that.
I know.
You're probably the only one. Nah, I don't know.
I'm like, this would happen to me.
Yeah.
I got to work and I told my coworker Leanna, and she's like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. She's like, how are you not crying right now? I would have been crying. I was like, I think I'm just a little bit freaked out. I was like, but I looked it up and it said it's a good omen. So I'm not too freaked out about it. I'm just more like, what the hell? This would happen to me.
Yeah, it would happen to you.
I would have called
Everything
into work.
happens to you.
I would have been like, I'm not coming
How?
in today, sorry. I would have turned around and gone home. Be like, nope.
I would have been like, I see her out the window. I'll tell her.
So every time I take that way to work, and I haven't taken that way since this whole thing started because they have all the employees, because I don't park in front of the hospital anymore. But whenever I do happen to take Floyd Curl to work, I'm always like, I wonder if I'm going to bump into that lady again.
Ooh. What if you see her, but not even there near work, like just somewhere totally random?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Like that little girl, I always see that little girl at work.
Oh yeah. The little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard anything about Lupita or the ghost that's in the
girl, she's quarantined too. She don't want to catch the corona.
The Rona.
She's quarantined in the medical records room.
Yeah.
Thank you for the gifts, Marty.
I wish they were real. I could use some coffee.
They're like little points. Oh, and 10 cents too. I was scrolling up. Thank you.
Yeah, but Tim, get her a burger if you really want to send her something.
I want a Whataburger. I love Whataburger. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with our ghost pets.
I'll get started. My stories are short. I feel bad because I always have short stories, but like, girl, I don't know what's wrong with my attention span lately. I can't think.
Go for it.
Okay. My 2 little baby stories. Can you hear me? Because I had to go to another page to pull it up.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I got these stories from mysteriousuniverse.org. So this is a story of a doggy. His name is Preston. He's a boxer. So apparently he died when he ran out into the road to save a young boy who was out trick-or-treating in Nashville. So there's a tale, and it's a 13-year-old girl and her younger brother. They were out trick-or-treating one Halloween night. And then the boy fell behind because he dropped some candy on the floor and he bent over to pick it up. Well, a car was coming like super fast down the road and it was going to hit the little boy. But the neighborhood dog went and pushed the little boy out of the way. And so the car hit the doggy instead. It's so sad. And ever since then, people in the neighborhood, they claim that every Halloween, they can hear like a small, like a barking coming from far away around the area. And then many have claimed that they can see they can feel a dog brush against them or like nudge them when they're in danger, like on the road, like trying to push them off the road. Kind of like the railroad tracks here in San Antonio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's this elderly woman that apparently leaves like a dog treat every year on Halloween for the doggy. Oh. And when I read that one, I was so sad. I just like wanted to cry. The poor doggy. So that's the first little story.
Does a doggy treat? Did it say?
No. It doesn't. They just leave it out like as a courtesy. You guys, while I'm talking, my cat is literally digging its nails in my boob. And like, I can't focus. He's being really rude.
He's being really rude.
Yeah, he likes to be rude. So there's another one. And this one is about a kitty named Wiggy. So he was owned by a nursery school teacher named Deborah. So upon its death, the woman called in a psychic pet. I didn't know there were psychic pet mediums. I don't know. They claim to make.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
spirits.
those.
That's kind of weird, right? So she told her that, well, she like met up with her and she told her that the cat told her that where they were living was a toxic environment. So supposedly that's what the cat told the medium. And so the lady, she got kind of concerned and she had the place inspected by professionals who found that the walls were lined with deadly materials. And also there was a lot of like fatal wiring run through them. So it was like, and then there was a lot of like dangerous toxic mold. So the lady took this as like a sign from the kitty telling her like that she needed to move out, like a warning. Which was really like, I thought that was kind of super random that the cat's like, hey, your house is toxic. But yeah, that's the second story. That one I was
her
like,
cat.
yeah, so her cat died and the lady, I mean, I would never do this, but she went to that medium and the medium told her, your cat said your house is toxic. So you need to get out. Like, so
I mean, at least the cat was looking out for her.
yeah. That's kind of weird though. Like, I don't know if I would hire a pet medium. Do you believe, like, do the pets speak to them in pet or do they speak to them in human?
From what I've researched about pet mediums is that they read like the pet's energies and like the chakras coming from their auras too. So that's how they kind of know like how the pet's feeling and like their emotions and stuff.
So weird. That story was also on mysteriousuniverse.org. I can't find the other one that I had saved. It probably didn't save because it was like 2 a.m. So I can't find it. But those are the 2 little stories that I got. And this little cat is just hurting me. Hold on. Oh, that was really short. I feel like my stories are always short, y'all. But they were nice.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Ash.
I was trying to tell her to invest in a new property. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was.
Sorry, like my neighbors are going ballistic upstairs and it freaked me out.
Oh, your demon lady?
No,
stupid.
The ones on the 3rd floor, like they're going up and down the stairs, but they like dropped something. Good thing my mic was muted because it sounded so loud.
I was like, I didn't hear anything. What's going on? Who's fighting?
So, okay, I have a few stories. I kept looking and I got them all from this website called Bark Post. And some of them are, I mean, they're not really scary. They're just kind of cute. So one of them is called the Blue Ghost Dog. And this story like dates all the way back to like the 1700s. It was in, where was it at? I don't think it says where it was at. Anyways, Charles County is where it was at, in Charles County. So the story goes that Charles Howard Sims was attacked by a man after this guy was like really rich and like claimed that he had all this gold everywhere. And so this man came after he was like at the bar and whatnot, and they were drinking. He basically like attacked him and made him like tell him where the gold and stuff was at. So this Sims guy, this Mr. Sims, had a blue tick hound. It was either a blue tick hound or it was like an English Mastiff. So it was a pretty big dog. So they were walking along the road, and the robbers, of course, came and they robbed him and whatnot. And the robbers wanted him to tell them where the gold was buried. And so they found the gold, and then the robbers buried it themselves. That way they could come back later and get it. Well, the dog ended up attacking them when they came back to get the gold where they buried it. So now, like, there's this saying that the dog is pretty much guarding the gold from here on out, because people say that when they get close to that area, they hear like growling, they hear like footsteps somewhere near them, and they feel like this presence. And the restaurant, there was like a restaurant or bar that was built near that area, and they call it the Blue Dog Restaurant and Bar. And the guy basically says that he hears like barking and stuff like late at night.
From the blue dog?
Yeah, apparently it's that blue dog that was guarding like this guy's gold.
Interesting.
So is the goat still there? You think?
Apparently they say that it's still there because the dog is like guarding it, but nobody but the robbers knew like where the gold was buried.
Okay, I say we go look.
And whenever people see the dog, like he's blue.
Huh?
Is the dog like is he like his aura is blue, or like they literally see like a blue spirit of a dog?
Or that was his name?
No, because the dog was either like a blue tick hound. They're saying that it might have been a blue tick hound dog, so that's what
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. I always think dogs called Blue are so cute. I don't know why I like that name so much for a dog.
Like Blue's Clues?
Yeah. You know, Blue's Clues was a girl, right?
Yeah.
And then Magenta was a boy dog.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was super like backwards.
Oh, what?
Yeah. The more you know.
So another one that I have, this one's in Los Angeles, California. And there's actually a pet cemetery in Calabasas, California. And it's like 10 acres, like big. So there was a famous, I don't know if he was a singer, an actor, or what he was, but his name was Rudolph Valentino. And he died in 1926. And his dog died in 1929, so like three years after him. And the dog's name was called Kabar. He was a Great Dane dog, so he was huge. And so it said that when Valentino died, that his dog wouldn't leave his side, and he let out like the most horrible howl you could ever hear because he was so sad that his owner had died. And so they say what they did was they buried the dog in that dog cemetery. But since then, when visitors go to this pet cemetery, they hear barking and panting near the dog's grave. And some of them even say that they feel the dog licking their hand when they're in that pet cemetery. That's
weird.
Yeah.
I would feel weird like feeling like a dead animal like my hand.
Your hand? I know.
Are you really an animal? Or are you a human pretending to be an animal because when you're alive, you're sick?
Oh, no.
I don't know about how I feel about ghost lickings. That's weird. Like, I wonder, like, is it wet when they ghost lick?
Maybe they just, like, feel the tongue, like, slide out across their hand.
Oh, maybe.
Well, I don't know. My cat's tongue is rough. Like, it feels like little... I don't know about a dog tongue.
Well, cat tongues are different from dogs because cats clean themselves. Like, they take their own baths, so it's like sandpaper. Yeah. And the dog tongues aren't rough like that. Yeah, because I remember when Tim had his cat Soma, I would hate when she would lick me because it felt disgusting.
Sanding down my tattoos, right?
Or I'm all like putting my nails out here, sand my nails down.
No, dude, but that cat was mean to me. It was that cat
was
right?
nice to anybody.
Oh, okay. Like one time I showed up to Mandy's and I put my purse on the table and the cat gets on the table and she like looks at me and pushes my purse off the table.
She didn't like other humans. So we rescued her from an abusive household. Not all of her owners, but one of the owners abused her when she was a baby. So when we got her, she didn't trust us for a long time. And the only person she trusted really was Tim. She still didn't like me. But she was so mean around other people. Like she would pretend to go up to you and like kind of like move her, like put her scent like on your legs and stuff and like act like she wants you to pet her, but like once she sees your hands going down, she just like turns into the devil cat and like all her hairs go up and she's like hissing at you and stuff.
Oh my
She
God.
even my godson, and she attacked my nephew because she freaked out with babies. Like, they freaked her out. She did not do little people.
Oh my goodness.
Could not be around them. And she didn't like me. Like, she had her days, like she had her days where she liked me, but only when Tim wasn't home. And then right when Tim got home, she like didn't care about me anymore. But she was real mean to me when I got pregnant. Super mean. So
She's all bad.
I know. So my grandma has her right now, so she's out in the country living her best life.
Living her best
She loves my grandparents. Yeah, she loves them. So I'm happy she's over there. She's happy. But yeah, Betty said maybe she felt replaced. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I don't know. We've had her since she was little, but yeah, you're right. Maybe she did feel replaced right when I got pregnant.
Yeah, maybe. Because they can sense those things, you know?
Yeah. She was real mean. She was mean. Like my Aunt Myra, when she came down for Amarillo to visit, Selma, she was sitting on the stairs and she goes, "She looks so sweet." I was like, "Don't do it. She's playing you." And she's like, "No, I want to pet her." I was like, "I'm telling you, I warned you." And then my aunt pets her. Like, she gets one stroke down her head, and then Selma just like clawed her and then like started biting her hand. And I swear she like scratched her so bad that my aunt needed we had to wash her hand down, and we had to like give her like gauze to wrap her hand because it looked like 3 little demon marks down her wrists. I mean, the top of her hand. It was real bad.
No. Okay, I have 2 more stories and then I'm done.
Okay.
So this one is in Oregon, and there's a story that dates back to the 19th century about a horse thief who met his end along the banks of the Nilam River. And basically it was at the hands of like a lynching mob. So they, robbed him. So apparently this angry mob, they got so angry at him that they shot the dog as well, because he had a little dog with him, and they got so angry at the guy, they killed him and his dog. But people that still travel along that river, they see the dog wandering around the river. So they think it's like like a stray dog, and they go to like try to pet it or, give it food or something. And then all of a sudden the dog just disappears out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
I know. Imagine seeing like a ghost dog like on like the river or like outside.
And then you want to pet it and
it
it just disappears. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'd be scared, but then I'd be like, "Oh, where are you buried?"
I know. Like, why did you have to shoot the dog? Like, come on.
I know. How rude.
That makes me angry, especially like in movies when I see like the dog die. I get more sad for the dog than I do like the humans dying.
Yeah, same.
I think that's everybody.
Yeah. And I have one more story, and it's Nick's story. He just told me this the other day when I told him what we were doing. So he used to have a dog when he was a kid, and her name was Daisy. She was a all white, what are they called? Schnauzer dog. She was all white, and they named her Daisy. And they had her for a very long time, and he said that she eventually, passed away. But he said that in his house that he would hear her her little paws like running on the floor, and that he was laying in bed one night and he heard like the paws on the floor, but he thought it was the other dog that lived in the house. And then he saw like something white like run into his room, and he was like, "What the hell?" So he like got up, but there was nothing there at all. Like he just saw like something run white into his room, and he was like, "Oh my God." He didn't want to like think that he wanted to think that it was Daisy, but then he was like, "I just shut it out because she had just died." So he was like, "I didn't want to like think about her again." And then he said that sometimes at night he would feel her, like if she would curl up into him, like at night, like to sleep with him. But nothing was there or anything like that. Like he would just feel like a phantom dog, like nudging into his like side and stuff when he was asleep. And I was like, "Oh,
that's super sweet."
Yeah, he loved that dog so much, though. He said that when she died, like he cried. He was like, "That was my first love, was my dog."
Oh, sorry, Nick.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever had any. I mean, I've had pets and stuff in the past, but I did have a dog that we had to put down because she got really old. But I mean, it wasn't like, I think she was, like fulfilled. Like she died in that, because she was like telling us, like I'm done. Like I need to go now. And so it wasn't like she came back or anything like that. Like she passed away and then that was it. Like she never came back like as a ghost dog or anything.
Maybe she was like old and tired. Maybe the
She
only
was.
pet ghosts that come back are ones that aren't done.
Yeah, I think so because she was pretty old.
That's super sweet.
Yeah.
That reminds me of my dog.
Oh,
I know, your doggy.
Okay, so I have two. I had Bandit. He was my very first dog. He was a black and white border collie. And like we literally grew up together. And I remember he got hit by an 18-wheeler that was passing through. And I mourned him for like months, just like Sky. Like I still mourn her, but like it took me like years to like get over, like not get over him, but you know what I mean, like heal from losing him. I remember when he passed away, and then probably like a couple of days later, I saw him in my grandparents' backyard. Because that's where he stayed. He was always with my grandparents. So he is technically my grandparents' dog, but growing up, me and my mom, we lived with my grandparents off and on. So he was my dog. He was my dog. But yeah, I remember there was one night I was screaming and crying because I was like, "There's Bandit. He's not dead. He's not dead." And I was real young. I think I was probably like 9 or 10 when this happened, and I was pointing in the backyard. I was like, "He's right there. He's in the backyard. He's right there." And I remember he was just like sitting there, like looking at me with his tongue hanging out, his tail waggling, and he's just like pacing back and forth, like trying to jump on top of the gate to like see me. But my grandparents told me that it was probably just like me missing him, and I was seeing things. So I mean, I don't know. I was really young, so maybe I was wanting, like wishing to see him so bad that I saw him in, you know what I mean? Like I was making it up or whatever. But
how old were you?
I was like 8 or 9 or maybe 10. I can't remember. I was pretty young.
You know what? I was going to say, I don't remember any like pet stories because growing up, like my family, like straight up Mexican, like they hate dogs, they hate cats, they hate everything, right? But you know how recently Salem died? Well, I had a little bunny rabbit and he died. But I just thought about this. Like after he died, like a week later, well, Salem used to jump on my bed and I would feel his little fur always like on top of my head because he would like to jump in circles around my bed and then jump off. So I remember I was like falling asleep and I felt like someone jumped behind my head, but it was so light. I just thought I moved, like, I guess I moved my head on the pillow too hard. But now that I think about it, like, what if it was Salem, like, jumping around in my room? Because this is where he died. You know?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, my baby.
That's so
and he's
sweet.
buried outside my house, like, next door.
Oh, my heart. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah,
I haven't. I just felt like oh my God.
Yeah, girl, because that movie came out.
Okay, guys, you can't be the only one that's appalled by this. Has everybody seen All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Please tell me everyone listening right now has seen it.
I'm not the only one, am I?
Come on.
I guess Sin has seen it.
Even if you haven't
seen it.
Okay, of course, Tim hasn't seen it. I'm not surprised by that. Tim still hasn't even seen Bambi.
Oh, Tim.
God, Tim. Yeah, there's a part two. Yeah, with the little girl.
Oh my God.
I'm not a fan of part 2, but I love part 1. The first one's always the best.
Okay, that is my goal this week. I will watch that movie.
You better. I know. I want to report on it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll record it on next episode.
Well, there is a heaven for dogs, and I don't know if y'all have heard of it, but it's called the Rainbow Bridge. Has anybody heard of the Rainbow Bridge? Yeah. It's supposed to be doggy heaven. So apparently, rainbowbridge.com, it's like this grief support group for owners that lost their pets. I remember when I lost Sky, I was like on this group and I talked. It was just like a group chat. Like you just kind of like talk about your grief with your pets, talk about your pets, all that kind of just like helping you. Like it's a support group. Well, they have this cute poem on here, and I wanted to read the poem. It's super cute, and it's probably going to make everybody cry because it made me cry. So it goes like this. Just this side of heaven is a place called Rainbow Bridge. When an animal dies that has been especially close to someone here, that pet goes to the Rainbow Bridge. There are meadows and hills for all of our special friends so they can run around and play together. There is plenty of food, water, and sunshine, and our friends are warm and comfortable. All the animals who had been ill and old are restored and healthy again. Those who were hurt, maimed, are made whole and strong again, just as we remember them in our dreams and days and times that have gone by. The animals are happy and content, except for one small thing. They each miss someone very special to them, who they had left behind. They all run and play together, but the day comes when one suddenly stops and looks into the distance. His bright eyes are intent. His eager body quivers. Suddenly, he begins to run from the group, flying over the green grass. His legs are carrying him faster and faster. You have been spotted. When you and your special friend finally meet, you cling together in joyous reunion, never to be parted again. The happy kisses rain upon your face. Your hands again caresses his beloved head, and you look once more into the trusting eye of your pet, so long gone from your life, but never absent from your heart. Then you cross the Rainbow Bridge together into heaven.
Stop! I'm crying.
That's so great.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard. I literally just pictured like Salem.
I'm not gonna lie, I have like a huge lump in my throat because I was thinking about Bandit and Sky the whole time.
I know, I was thinking about Salem and like I just my throat.
It's so cute. I love it. So this poem and this grief group has been around since the poem's been around since the 1980s. And I want to say in the early 1990s, this rainbowbridge.com has been around since. So it's this support group. So if any of you lose a pet, y'all feel like y'all need to talk to somebody, like a group of people that understand how you feel, because to a lot of people, like pets are their children.
Yeah.
And not everybody understands that. So y'all can go to rainbowbridge.com and talk to some amazing people. I went on there when I lost my Sky. She died from stomach cancer. We decided to put her down, and I was able to spend the last 3 hours with her, holding her paw, and I cried like a baby, and I still cry for her. So I go on there every now and then and like talk to people and stuff, but it's a really good community. Y'all should really check it out if y'all ever have pets that y'all have lost. And if you want to join that community, rainbowbridge.com. Really nice people on there. But I did find some stories on Reddit, and this one kind of reminds me of you, Gato. So she said that her Jack Russell passed away, and this is by user Paragirl Haunted Diary. This is on Reddit. She said that her Jack Russell passed away in 2012. A few weeks after her death, she said that she was making up her bed, and she was putting the underlayer cover on her bed. And she said that she gave it a good shake right before she put it on. And right when she laid the sheet down, she said that it bubbled up, and she said it was like a shape. It formed like a shape, but she said she wasn't thinking anything at the time. And then she said for a quick moment, she remembered that when her Jack Russell would jump on her bed when she was making the bed, he would curl up and lay and like plop his body down, and she would lay like the sheets on, and then like he would like when the sheets were on top of him. So she said that she thinks maybe it was him when she was making up her bed. And then she said the weirdest part was that night she was going to bed, and she said that she felt something jump on top of her bed and plop down. And she said that she reached over to see if she could feel anything. And she said that the bed, like the sheets were flat, but it was super ice cold in that spot. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
she
goodness.
said that another thing too is that she would always hear his claws, because she said that she had wooden floors, and she said that she would always hear his claws like running up and down the stairs. So like sometimes at night, right before she was going to bed, she would hear his claws like his little feet, like running up the stairs into her room. And then right when she would lay down, she would feel him get on top of the bed. And she said that happened for like 3 years and then it stopped. And she said the reason why she thinks it happened for so long was because she didn't want to let him go. Until finally she decided to let him go, put him to rest. She didn't feel him in the house anymore. And then she finally moved out. Yeah. But she was like, I like to think maybe he's still there. She's like, but if he's still there, she's like, I really hope not. Maybe he's waiting for me in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
I know.
I'm like petting Benny as you're saying this. I'm
I
like,
know.
Benny.
I'm trying to pet my cat, but he's still a baby, so all he's doing is trying to bite me. But you know, it's the thought that counts.
It's still love. It's still
So
love.
this next one, it's actually a ghost cat caught on camera, and it's on Reddit. And I have it already, and I'm gonna send it to you girls. And then for everybody else, I'm gonna really try to see if I could share this this post on Facebook. I don't know if I could put it on Instagram. I'll try, but I'll share it on our Facebook page. And so it's this family. It doesn't say where they live. I don't think they put on their posts where they live. I just sent it to you girls. It should be the reddit.com one if you open it up.
Got it. Hold on.
So I don't know where they live. It doesn't say in their post like too much description where they live, but it's just a security camera on the of their backyard. And you see this cat walking by the plants, and then they're gonna get to the opening, and then the cat gets ready to run. But right when the cat runs, it just disappears. And right when the cat disappears, all this wind just starts blowing, and you see all the trees and stuff moving.
I'm looking at it right now. I just saw the cat disappear.
What?
That was like right before your eyes.
Yeah.
He looks so real.
I mean,
oh my gosh. And then gone.
he's like there and then gone. Oh my gosh.
And it just disappears.
That's crazy.
But it happens like and you can tell it's not edited, because I feel like if it was edited, it would be like a split second. But you see him running, and like slowly his body just like disappears into the wind.
Like you see him stop for like a good 5 seconds, and he's looking at something, and he just like runs out and disappears as he's running.
Dude, I totally didn't say that, but I saw a video too of this lady. Her dog had passed away, and she had 2 other dogs, and she's calling it. Yeah, she's calling one little dog, and you see like a small little dog, like, but it's not real. It's like a what is it called? A apparition? Like a shadow or like an apparition just come running out before the actual dog comes running out. And she's like, "Oh my God, it was her previous dog that died." I'll send y'all the video too, but
yeah, it's on the news.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Like you see like a little ghost dog, and then boop, gone.
Boop, gone. Here, guys, I'm gonna see if I could post it on Facebook right now, just for y'all, live, just for y'all on Facebook. Oh, I was typing Timothy Charles. Sorry.
Oh no.
So there's another video, and this one was actually on the news, and this is a family that lives in New York. I'm not sure which part of New York. Let me see. It doesn't say here. Does it say? No. Okay. I think. No, it doesn't say. If I find where it says, no, it doesn't say anything. Oh, but it's a security camera inside the family's home, and you see a small apparition, and they're assuming it's a little boy running up the stairs, and then you see another small little orb shaped like a dog chasing after him.
Really?
Yeah, and it's almost like the young boy is being chased by his dog running up the stairs.
Oh my God.
It's super cute. Yeah.
Like, I love those when I see those videos, and then I'm also kind of like, ooh, creeped out, but I love them more than I'm creeped out.
Yeah. So like a lot of people, like, so when this family posted on YouTube, a lot of people were saying that it looks like a little boy or girl running away from the dog. But the owner said that they believe that it's probably their grandfather, because it was, when this video happened, it was the 20th anniversary of his grandfather's death. So they think maybe it's him, and he did have a dog, and the dog did pass away before the grandfather did. So they believe it's like the grandfather and then like their dog spirit, like together running around in the house.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Oh, Benny, you better be a really cute ghost doggy when that time comes, okay?
My cat's being
one.
creepy. I want to send you a picture of him.
I feel like if Benny came back as a ghost, he would just lie around in like the most inconvenient spots ever and just sleep. Like you would probably trip over him.
But also, I feel like Benny would scare me if he was a ghost, because when he snores, he sounds like a demon snarl.
He does. He really does. Imagine, like,
It's
just
not the
hearing,
one like
his
from Little
snoring.
Nicky, right? Just kidding.
Oh my God. He's like, I will eat your heart.
He's on la 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 when he's snoring. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that dog. I remember that dog from that movie.
It was funny. I sent you a picture of my cat. He's being creepy, just staring at me, but he's hiding behind some stuff. Cute.
Okay, guys, I just posted it on our Facebook page, so if y'all want to go on there and check it out, you can. It's on there. Let us know.
I like how Sin was like, I'm gonna pretend like I saw the video.
This for you. So y'all go in there and let us know what y'all think. And then I'll post this one too. This one's actually a news article, so I'll post this one as well. So another story that I found is actually a horse.
A horse?
Yes. So this girl's username is what's her username? Templar 1179. Yes. So she says that she has in September 2016, she put her horse Aztec down. I guess he lost a battle to, I guess it's called a Fingut fissure. I don't know what that is. I guess it's like medical term for like a horse diagnosis. I'm not sure what that is. But she said that she was super devastated. She cried herself to sleep multiple nights. She said about a week or two later, she had a dream that she was inside like this slaughterhouse. And she said that she was like head to head with the plant manager, and she's super against slaughterhouses. And it was a slaughterhouse for horses. And she said that she was like about to start fighting with like the manager and stuff. They started arguing, and then she said that she heard like a horse running from the distance, and she said that she saw her horse Aztec. And then her horse knocked the manager down and then got him away from her. And she said that he looked really angry, and she said that she put her hand on his face, and then it was almost like his aura turned white and he calmed down. And then she was able to hug him, and she said that it felt so real that she was able to, like, when she hugged him, she also smelled him. She said that there's this certain shampoo that she would put on him, and it had like this certain scent. So whenever she was with him, like this scent always reminded her of Aztec. So she said when she hugged him, like she felt him, his heartbeat, she smelt him, like it was super real. So then she said that she woke up, and when she went outside, she saw two hooves, like horse hooves, outside of her house. And then she said that sometimes every now and this is after her dream. She already woke up and she went outside and she saw the hooves outside of her house. And she said that every now and then she'll have sensations where she feels like she can feel his breath like on her shoulder. So she said that he did this thing where he would always nudge her on the shoulder, and then he would breathe real hard whenever he was trying to get her attention. So she said every now and then she would feel that. And then also too, like if she was outside working, the wind would start blowing, and then she would smell his scent of his shampoo.
Aww.
So she said that she always felt like it was her way, or she always felt like it was Aztec's way of letting her know that he'll always be there for her.
Aww.
I thought that was really cute. It was a little horse.
Yeah.
Horses are so majestic. They are.
Well, there's another story. This person was a security guard officer, and I got this story off of yourghoststories.com. I guess it's like a blogging site where people literally submit their ghost stories.
Nice.
And this security guard said that he was a security guard at a security officer for a financial call center. And he said that right across the street, and he's like a huge cat lover, like hands down huge cat lover. And he said across the street, he saw a cat laying in the road, and he went over there and he saw the cat had died. It looked like he got hit by a car. So he said that he got a cloth, wrapped the cat up, and then buried the cat by the call center. And he said that he said like a little prayer, and he decided to name him Shorty because he said that he was like a short cat. He could tell he was fully grown, but his legs were really short. So he named him Shorty. And so he did like his own little burial service for him, so his soul can be laid to rest. So he said that he called his friend, and he was talking to his friend for like an hour. And then he said that he heard his friends, what he thought was his friend's cats meowing in the background. He goes, "Oh, which cat's trying to talk to me?" And then his friend's like, "Both my cats are asleep on my bed. What are you talking about?" So he was like, "What?" So then he heard the cat meow again, and then he heard scratching. So he said that he heard the scratching from behind him, and he said he turned around, he didn't see anything there, but he felt that maybe it was Shorty thanking him for giving him a proper burial.
Oh my
Aw.
God, Shorty.
Little Shorty.
I could just picture his little baby leg.
Me and my cousins did that one time. We went outside in our house when I was little, and we saw like this bird, I guess, had crashed into the windows or something, and he died. And so we buried the bird in the front yard, and we had a little funeral for him.
Aww.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I did that one time, but it was to a ladybug.
A ladybug?
Bugs count, right?
Sure.
Did you accidentally smash it?
I don't know. It was just laying there all stiff. Or what if it wasn't even dead? I don't know. I was little.
It probably wasn't even dead. God, you buried it alive. You're mean.
It's a zombie now.
A zombie ladybug.
Yeah.
But doesn't that make you wonder, like, you know how people say when you hear a growl, it's a demon? What if it's really just a dog?
Yeah, like a dead dog trying to communicate.
It's all, "Who are you?"
Nah, I'm gonna stick with demon and run the other direction. If I hear any type of growling, nope.
Or like when stuff randomly falls over, what if it's just the ghost cat that's just a jerk?
Yeah, there's a lot of jerk cats.
I mean, that might actually make me feel a little bit better, because then I can just be like, I can name it Sparky and be like, "Sparky, quit your shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you found an alternate to anything scary, Ashley. Just turn
There
it
you
into
go.
pet.
It's a pet.
It's a pet ghost.
It's a pet ghost.
It's a ghost pet.
And then if you hear it say your name, girl, run.
Yeah.
You
Like,
burn
"Oh
it,
shit, not
run."
Sparky, not Sparky.
Like, no.
Oh my gosh.
I love these stories.
That's
I mean,
funny.
even though some of them are creepy, but it's still kind of like cute. And I'm like, oh, I just love animals.
Yeah.
I was really trying to find like scary ones, but a lot of them are just too heartfelt. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to stick to the lighter side for today.
Because pets are
Yeah, because it's
loving
Ashley's
animals.
birthday.
Yes, that too.
Yes, and it's Ashley's. I was really trying to find one about a pug, Ash, for you, but I couldn't find one.
Me too. I was trying to find one too, and I couldn't. I was like, I would have just done all pugs if I could find one. But I am part of this pug group on Facebook. Well, I'm a part of like 2 or 3 pug Facebook groups. But I love it because like it's so crazy to think like even though dogs have their own personalities, like when you get them, it's just they're all like the same. Like a lot of the stuff they were saying on this pug group, like, oh, my dog does this, this, and this. And I'm like, dude, that's so Benny. But it's like all like the breed of dogs, they might have like the exact same characteristics. Like for the pugs, they were saying, oh, my pug like barks at the TV or like will bark at its own tail and like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's Benny. Like he doesn't like horses, by the way. He hates horses.
Well, maybe because they're big, but like bigger than him, or he just doesn't like them at all.
I don't think he likes them at all. Because even like cartoon horses, he
oh
freaks
really?
out. Yeah,
That's so funny.
he'll bark at the TV, and then sometimes like which is weird, he'll bark at his own butt. Like if
I do
he's
that
laying down
too.
asleep.
I'm just kidding.
Scared, like if he farts, like do his own farts scare him?
He's farted and woke himself up before.
Oh,
He's done that. But I don't know. I just love animals. That's why, like this one, I was like, we should do this one because it's not like
Anything for your birthday, sweetheart.
Anything for Salinas.
Anything for Salina.
Do y'all have any ghost pets or like stories y'all want to say? Have y'all ever
Yeah.
encountered
A ghost pet.
of an animal? I'm trying to think of like on the farm. I don't
Dude,
think
now that I'm thinking about it, I feel bad for fishes. Like they can't come back and like slap you in the face with their
Have you
tail.
seen that
You know?
TikTok video? They said that when your beta fish, I'm doing like the air quotes, die, you're supposed to put them like in the freezer
Yeah.
and then get salt water and then put them in the salt water and it revives them.
Nah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
I've seen it on TikTok. I've seen people get a fish out of the freezer and then they put it in the water and literally like they wait like 10 seconds and it starts moving again.
Yeah, so
That's some
no.
demon-ass shit.
So me, Tim, we and our best friend Stan were his wife Kat too, like all of us were best friends, but me, Tim, and Stan, we lived with each other for like years. Like he was our roommate for like 4 or 5 years. And Tim worked at night. So there was literally one day he was like, what do you want to do today? And I was like, I don't know. You know, I gotta work early. I'm kind of bored. He's like, want to go to the pet store? Sure. Want to buy a fish? Sure. So we went and we bought a blue beta fish and we named him Friday because we bought him on a Friday. And we would always laugh and tell Tim that he was our love child. But he was alive for like 3 or 4 years, probably longer. I want to say like 3 or 4 years he was alive and then he died. So I saw that video on TikTok and I sent it to Stan. And I was like, so you're telling me we never had to flush him down the toilet? We just had to throw him in the freezer and salt water and he would be alive? He was alive for a long time. He was really cute too. He would blow bubbles at you.
I don't know. I wouldn't try it though.
So you're telling me that you can revive a fish by putting it in the freezer?
They did a TikTok video on it, and then I started looking up like actual YouTube videos, and somebody did it on a YouTube video without the relapse, like without the cutting, and it worked. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I
still
Where
wouldn't
do
do
they
it.
get this from? Like,
Who
Like,
in
how
the
do people
hell
find that out? Like, they just say, hey, let me freeze this fish and see what happens.
I know exactly. That's so weird. Well,
So
there's also a lot
kinda-
of shows.
Yeah, I was
No.
kind of skeptic too because like on TikTok, people like actually edit their videos. So I was like, it's probably like a toy, you know, like a little gummy fish, and then they actually threw their actual fish in like the cup. Well, then I looked it up on YouTube and somebody did it like straight through, no cuts or edits or anything.
Oh my God.
So, yo no sé.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting. Mhm. Does anybody else have any stories that they want to share? Betty, I saw that you said you were going to send us one on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I think she already did send it. Tell us what, MZ? A story? Oh, she said she sent it this morning.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I don't know. That's TikTok. TikTok is madness. Some people be crazy.
Oh, I found it. Okay. She wrote to us. She said, since this episode's going to be about pet stories, I don't know if this is scary or not, but at my house, we have a small Chihuahua. Her name is it China? Her name is China, and she likes running around like crazy. And usually, she would run up and down the hallways whenever we leave the door open. Yesterday morning, I was talking to my roommate, who is China's human, in her room, and I swear that I thought I saw China run down the hallway after our other roommate. I heard her feet, and then I turned around to the door and called her back. China, come back. And then her roommate tells her, why are you calling China? Because she went down the hallway. She's over here on the bed, sleeping under the covers. And then her dog's head pops out from under the covers.
What?
So you saw a ghost Chihuahua, maybe?
A ghost Chihuahua. I'm sorry to laugh. I'm sorry. But
What? What if like the people who lived in the house like had a Chihuahua too? Before like y'all lived there and then the dog died. Ooh, what if you were seeing like a ghost Chihuahua?
that's what I said, a ghost Chihuahua. A cha-cha.
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha. He's singing the ping pong song.
Sin said that he had a canary when he was little and it passed away. And a couple of weeks after it passed away, he could hear the canary singing. Oh,
I'm sorry, Sin.
That's sweet.
What was it singing? Dude, my canary, well, when my cousin had one. Wait, which ones are the ones that talk?
parrots.
Oh, never mind. Wrong bird. No, well, my aunt has a parrot and it's rude. It just says bad words at people. But that's what they show it, so. Imagine, like, one of it dies and it's all, bitch, wake up.
There's some people that teach their birds how to cuss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my family does. I don't know why. It's just funny.
My canary would laugh at my aunt, kind of like mocking her, and it was so funny. Oh my gosh. I had a friend who had a bird that would talk, and they taught it to say, give me another beer, ho, or something like that.
Oh my God. Another beer. That's rowdy.
It was like another bad word. I can't remember what the word was.
Oh.
Yeah, he would just like, give me another beer, ho.
No, my aunt, well, this is in Mexico. They would teach her how to say puto. So every time you would walk by, it would go puto.
My
I'm like,
gosh.
oh, how do you know? Who told you?
So on a few lives ago, one of our listeners, because she's a really good friend of ours too, Kat, they recently lost their pug Latte. And she said that she was taking a shower one day and she dropped her ring down the drain. I don't know if y'all remember the story. For those of you who weren't there, this will be your first time hearing it. She dropped her ring down the drain, and she told her husband, and her husband's like, there's no way we're going to be able to get it or anything. So then the next day she said she went to go take a shower and she saw her ring at the ledge of the bathtub, and she saw 2 wet paw prints in the bathtub.
Oh,
So I like to think maybe it was
got it out.
Yeah, it was Latte who got it out for her.
Oh,
That's sweet.
That's so cute. See, pugs are the best.
Kat, I'm sorry,
Kat.
but I had to tell the story. It was super cute.
Yeah, that was a good story for this episode.
She did say too that sometimes that it's almost like they can feel her in the house, or like feel her or like hear her in her kennel at night.
Oh, that's crazy.
Do you really? You smell her still?
Benny, if he was a ghost, he would smell like oatmeal because that's his shampoo.
Oh.
No matter how much I clean, I smell her. Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, if it's that strong, she's lingering around, doing her thing.
I'm kind of sad that I haven't felt Sky since she passed away at all. Or like
maybe she was just really tired and it was like really like
yeah, I know she was suffering. I think she was just really ready to go. Like she was always having like stomach issues and stuff since she was a pup, and then when we put her down, I really thought maybe I would hear her or feel her, and I don't. So I like to think she's good at peace.
No.
I know.
That's a
But
good way to put it.
I think we're done. If nobody else has any other stories they want to tell,
Going once.
going twice. Should we sing happy? Should we sing Ashley happy birthday and embarrass her?
No.
We're gonna embarrass ourselves. It's only 2 of us.
Isn't there a happy birthday button on there?
Is there? Let me see.
Happy birthday from all of us to you.
Oh my God. Okay. Sin just brought this up, and it's just really scary that you brought this up, Sin. So he said if they've heard about seeing the cardinal, like the meaning of it. So I'm not gonna lie to you, every day since Thursday, yesterday there was 2, and then ever since yesterday there's only been 1. But I've seen a cardinal every single day sitting on my fence, like in my backyard. And the other day he was on the patio and then jumped like into the yard, like jumping around. But I've seen a cardinal every day since Thursday in my backyard.
Wow.
I know like a lot of people say that if you
It's good
see a
luck.
sighting of a cardinal, it's or like a spirit of a family member or just a spirit in general.
Yeah. Because I looked it up and I was like, what does that mean? And it's like good luck, or there's like something, what did you say? Like a
Visiting
good
you.
spirit or something visiting?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
loved one. So weird.
I've seen red cardinals a couple of times. I think it's is it the Blue Jays? That's good luck. Does anybody know?
I think it might be the Blue Jays. I'm going to Google it right now.
Google. Send 1 twat.
Okay, so it says a red cardinal sighting shows up. It's a beautiful red feathers. Distinct crest catches your eye and brightens your day. The spiritually sensitive often experience a red cardinal sighting as a message from a spirit or for a good reason. So it means like that. Oh, see, okay, I saw a picture. Mine wasn't that red. Like, he's not really that red, the one that I see every day.
Oh my God, Betty. I don't mean to laugh. That's horrible. She said, I don't know about Blue Jays being good luck. One killed my bird when she escaped. Oh my God, that's horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Sin did say, okay, I really never believed it, but about a year ago, my aunt passed away. And ever since then, I've seen a red cardinal every week, if not every other day. And it's everywhere, almost like she follows. Maybe.
Because that's what this cardinal is doing. Like every day he shows up, like sometimes like more like in the morning to like mid-morning afternoon time.
Mm-hmm.
And Thursday there was 1, Friday there was 1, yesterday there was 2, and then today there was 1. And I'm like, but so I don't know if there's like a nest nearby or what, but I've been seeing like a cardinal since Thursday. So I'm like,
Or there's some spirits trying to get in contact with you. Pay attention to them.
They better be good.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's your aunt. It could be your aunt just trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Oh my God, does it?
Yeah.
See, mine doesn't make eye contact. It's just there, like just hanging out. And then it's gone for the rest of the day.
Then I think it's a lot better than seeing a dog get up on its hind legs to look at you.
Oh,
True.
Yeah, that one was a little out there. Like, are you okay? Are you smoking? No.
It's almost like it's almost like it brings calm, like peace to your soul, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that when I see them.
He just said it. Look, it's a good feeling sometimes when I need it.
Oh yeah, there you go. See it.
Oh, that's cute.
Today was a good story day.
Good story day.
Today wasn't scary, but okay.
No,
Not
not
the
the
dog.
dog sentence. No, that was scary.
I'm
I'm glad I
that
didn't read it the
road.
first time I did.
That could have been a good dog ghost story. Then you could have said it.
That was scary. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. It was light today for Ashley's birthday. Technically tomorrow, but we make this her birthday episode. But thank you everybody for joining us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We have a TikTok. We haven't been able to post anything because we're not really together right now. Everybody's quarantined. But Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you guys can follow us. I'll be posting another link on there of the news article of the ghosts that was seen running around with their dog. So y'all can check that out after we get off. Don't forget to send us your stories, any encounter stories, any suggestions y'all want to send. You can send it to scarynetscarypodcast@gmail.com. You can also send it to us on our Instagram. You can message us on Facebook. However you want to contact us, it's completely up to you. We'll take it.
Thank you guys for the birthday wishes.
He said Pennywise.
You could check out our website at scarynetscarypodcast.com. And just a heads up, on Podbean and on iTunes, we're having some technical difficulties with episodes 1 through 10. For whatever reason, they're saying that it's not available. I'm not sure what's going on. We've been kind of going back and forth with iTunes and Podbean to see what's going on. It hasn't been resolved yet. So I apologize if y'all been trying to listen to episodes 1 through 10 and you haven't been able to. But if you have Spotify, on Spotify, all of the episodes are available on Spotify. Any of the new episodes after episode 10 are available on iTunes and Podbean, but I'm not sure what's going on with 1 through 10. We'll figure it out. But if you want to listen to episodes 1 through 10, up into our recent episodes, everything's available on Spotify. They're all there. So I apologize for that. Esme actually brought it up to our attention this past week. So me and Ashley have been going back and forth with everybody. So thank you, Esme, for letting us know.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yes, but thank you so much, guys. We'll be back again next Sunday. We don't have anything planned for this week, but I'm sure we'll think of something to do last minute and we'll let you guys know on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But happy birthday, Ashley.
Yay.
We love you.
Birthday.
And we hope all the ghosts tickle your feet and sing you happy birthday at midnight tonight. Don't tickle her feet, just sing her happy birthday. So just remember to stay home, stay safe, and remember to always stay scary.
Stay scary,
Stay
guys.
scary.
Bye.
Bye.